This is the black man's book.
Right.
Made for the Israelites, by the Israelites. Come on. Come on. James, hey, you stay up. You sleep right now.
That's right.
You sleep. Give me Romans chapter 15, verse 11. James and the rest of you black people, it is time for you to wake out of sleep. You are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. Christ is the black man. And the King James Version is not a white man's book. It is a book made for the Israelites, by the Israelites, inspired by God.
My house, I can't go nowhere without my sword. Hey, praise ye the Lord for his sword. Every time I leave my house, I can't go nowhere without my sword. One more time. Every time I leave my house, I can't go nowhere without my sword.
People today, do they not wear crosses on their necks?
Bring it out.
Even though it's gold, it represents the wood.
That's right.
Now here's my question. As a Muslim, what do you have to do to certify yourself? As a Muslim, where do you have to go to? You a Muslim, right, brother? You're supposed to know these things.
Bring it out, huh?
Are you a Muslim? What, as a Muslim, where do you have to go to? At least one time. What is the pilgrimage that you have to make? That you have to make the Hajj to Mecca. Is it not called a Kaaba stone? Read it again.
It says, which neither thou nor their fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Now you are worshiping a God of wood and stone. When has that rock came to America and said, let my people go?
Bring it out, huh?
Name one Muslim that came to America and said, let my people go.
Bring it out.
None of them. White Jesus has not done a damn thing for black people since he's been on the cross.
See, huh?
What has the so-called white man done? What has the so-called Caucasian man or white Jesus done for our people? Name one Caucasian in history that died for black people. I'll give you $100 after the Sabbath.
Bring it out.
Nobody has the answer.
That's right.
Nobody has the answer. Why? Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. Read verse 45. We're going to give y'all some understanding. You so-called black people, y'all are the reason why we are in captivity.
Bring it out.
You are the reason why we are slaves today. You want to sell cars on the Sabbath day.
Right.
Y'all want to get gas on the Sabbath day.
Right.
You don't want to listen to God. You are a part of the problem. You have no solutions to nothing that's going on. All niggas know is smoking weed. All we know is having sex with a lot of women.
Bring it out.
All we know is whoremongering. All we know is killing. All we know is stealing. All we know is covetousness. You are a part of the problem. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be what?
Till thou be destroyed.
Now the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your destruction is a sign that you are the real Jews. The destruction is a sign that you are the real Jews. The fact that you do not know Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, the 12 tribes. The fact that you don't know who King David is, King Solomon, King Saul. You have no idea of your history because you are destroyed because of the curse of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. This is the problem in the black community. You must learn your nationality, sister. You have to understand that you are God's chosen people.
That's right.
Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the reason why is because you will not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. We are a rebellious people. Anytime authority is set in place, black men, they hate it. Even in our own houses, our women rebel against the men.
Right.
This is a problem in the society of black people. We have to change. You gotta change. You gotta change. We as a nation, we must change. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
We're not so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When are you going to come back to your God? Why is it that black people are the only people who serve a God that don't look like them?
Right.
church on Sunday talking about Jesus saved me. From what? You still pay taxes and you still in the hood. How the hell your car nicer than your house? Black people are retarded. We are a nation of retarded and ignorant people. When are we gonna change? When is the narrative gonna change? Read.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
And his what?
And his statutes which he commanded thee.
We out here for one reason and one reason only. To show you the laws of God. To show you who you are and where you stand in the eyes of God.
That's right.
That's all we're trying to do. Yes, we're loud. Yes, we're yelling. Yes, this is what we're doing. How you doing, my brother? What's your question, my brother? How you doing, man?
I didn't really have a question. I was just talking.
Soldier Hezekiah, brother. Pleasure to meet you. Get Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah 17. Watch this, brother. What we out here to do is we out here to show our people why. Let me get you stand right here. You good? We out here to show our people why we in the condition that we in. If I said, explain to me why black people go through what we go through, what's your response?
My response?
Yes. That's from a physical standpoint. Give me a spiritual standpoint. What book can I read to go that will show me why I'm in the condition that I am and how to get out of it?
I can't quote scripture. I don't have.
Do you have any book at all? Any scholastic sources? Probably not.
No, not really.
Here's the thing. Before we read the Bible, we didn't have them either.
Right.
But now we have the records of our fathers.
That's right.
This is not a white man's book. This is your book. Brother. Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
What does that mean to discontinue? It means to stop, right? Okay, watch this. I'm going to let the next teacher come up and edify you on this right here.
How you doing, brother? My name's Sirach. What's your name? Jimmy. Nice to meet you, Jimmy. All right, read the scripture again, because this is what you and my brother was just talking about over there, right? Yeah. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So the Most High said that his children, the children of Israel, would discontinue from their heritage. What all goes into a heritage? The way you eat, the way you dress, the way your walk, all that stuff goes into that, right? So why did we lose our heritage? Go Deuteronomy 28. Why? Tell me why. All praises. So yeah, let's get it out the Bible.
Disobedience comes to punishment.
Right. But now, did you know that was in the Bible? Okay, all praises. All right, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay, so you know this verse.
How long have we been cursed, though, brother? How long have we been cursed?
Bro, we've been cursed.
We've been cursed since when?
Since
we ate from the forbidden fruit.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, hold on. The world. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Now, the nations, all the nations as a whole have to encounter death because of that. But when you have, go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Don't read that. But when if you got a child, right? And your child is running with a bunch of kids, and they throwing rocks and bust somebody's window, right? You find out, right?
This is good.
How many of them children are you gonna whip? You gonna whip all of them? So wait a minute. So if all three of them, I'm your son, and I'm running with all three of them, you busting all their ass.
If y'all hanging with my son, you get your ass for it.
Is that so?
Damn right.
Hey, you know what? Back in the day, when we were family oriented, we used to take care of each other like that. Now we don't do that. But check this out.
That's because we're not taught.
Exactly, and that's why we teaching people now. Read what you got.
Everybody's come out of that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
So when Moses spake, you know about the Bible, right? When we came out of Egypt, out of slavery, and we made the first covenant with the Most High. That's what the book of Deuteronomy is going into. Is talking about him talking to Israel, right?
Now. I'm not cutting anybody off. But when you speak of Moses, talk of Moses.
Black man.
Well, yes, he's a man of God.
Yeah.
And when you speak of Moses, speaking of Israelites, we were never slaves in Israel.
We wasn't?
No, we were never slaves in Egypt.
You want to bet?
I put money on it.
You put money on it? Get that for me.
We were never enslaved in Egypt. When Joseph went to Egypt, Joseph went to Egypt as a slave because he was sold into bondage by his brother.
Right.
All right. But hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
But the people went to Egypt out of famine. They didn't go there out of slavery. They went there out of famine. They went there out of famine.
No, go to
what I'm saying is that when we went to Egypt, we didn't go to Egypt as slaves.
No, Joseph didn't go enslaved.
Yes, Joseph did.
No, wait, when Joseph got sold, but he was made the second in command, right?
He was
Come on.
charged.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verses 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
What is bondage, bro?
Hold on.
Just answer the question. What is bondage?
Listen to what I'm going to tell you.
But can you answer the question?
I'm going to answer it.
What is bondage?
I know what bondage is.
I don't. I'm a dummy.
Okay.
So explain to me what's bondage.
What was bondage?
What is bondage?
There was a price that had to be paid for the wheat that we made from Egypt. And that's what,
get that servant, Ricker.
That was a service that was rendered. We were never slaves. At 1:13.
All right, get Hosea 11:1. Make it Hosea 11:1. We're going to stay in the Bible.
Well, I know you stand in the
Bible. We're going to stay in the
that's
Bible.
King James
And we're going to prove
version,
it.
is not?
No, it's not. That's all it is. What does it mean? What does that mean?
Whose Bible is it?
This is what we're going to do. What's your name?
My name is James Duncan.
James.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to stay at a point, and we're going to address that point before we go to another point.
Okay.
We ain't about to bring out no consecutive points and then let them topple over each other. We're going to stay on one consecutive point.
Okay.
What is your point? What is the point you want to make to us right now?
That we didn't go to Egypt in slavery. We were never conquered by Egypt and put in slavery. We were never conquered by Egypt. Israel was never conquered by Egypt.
How do we get into Egypt?
We got into Egypt because of famine.
Okay.
Of famine.
Did they not make us slaves? Yes or no? We're going to address that point. Did they make?
I don't know if they
now,
made
go to Exodus 1.
All
right, I got your point now. I got your point. I see what you're saying. You know, hey, look. James, hold up. James, I'm going to tell you this. I agree with you. Watch this though. Exodus 1 and verse 10.
Because there wasn't Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Deal wisely with them.
13, verse 8.
Verses 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. So,
no, hold up. Hold up now. So what that mean? A new king rose up. And then what? They said, we're not going to acknowledge that Joseph helped us in his family. Watch this.
Verses 9. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
How did they deal wisely with us?
Bring it out.
You had answers. You had answers. Now you listen. All praise. Keep that same energy, James.
Bring it out.
Read it again.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
How did they deal wisely with us? Read.
Lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they fall out of any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Go ahead.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters.
They did what?
They set over them taskmasters.
They set over them slave masters. Slave masters. What? Look, this is what a taskmaster is. Since you want to be so blind, somebody get that sign for me.
Bring it out.
We're gonna hold it up for you. We're gonna give you a visual. We're gonna give you that one over here. No, now you know what a taskmaster is. I said keep that same energy, James. This is what a taskmaster is right here. You gonna work the fields, boy.
Bring it out.
Those are slave masters.
That's right.
What did they do again? How did they deal wisely with us?
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
To do what?
To afflict them with their burdens.
To afflict them. How are you afflicted? When you are mentally hurt, when they mentally bind you to something, they mentally put us in bondage, and they physically put us in bondage with their labors. Come on,
out. And they built
with their labors, and they. I said labors for a reason. Watch this.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh.
They did what?
And they built for Pharaoh.
They were forcefully building for Pharaoh what?
Treasure cities. Pithom and Ramses.
We built that over there. Now, but let me help y'all. Let me help y'all, Egyptians. We live in the land because Joseph's over here. Hell no. They forced us to build that land. Your point. Now you do have another point.
I have a lot of points.
But we're gonna get that.
But what I'm saying is, if we were so called.
You know what? No. You're right about that. I gotta put the nail in the coffin. Watch this, James.
So we built the pyramids.
Verse 12.
Hold on, one second. We didn't build all the pyramids. Before we move. Did you not read verse 12 again? That's why I didn't want to go to verse 13.
Therefore, did they set over them taskmasters?
No, James, bring that behind right back.
To afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
They built for Pharaoh what?
Treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
What did we build for Pharaoh?
Treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
All right, James. Hold up. Take me and you out of the fact that we are discussing something. What did the Most High God say that we built for Pharaoh?
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Don't go nowhere before we acknowledge it. You tell me. No. Read it again.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
What did we build for Pharaoh? What did the Israelites build?
Treasure cities.
What name those treasure cities again?
Pithom and Ramses. Pithom and Ramses. Pithom and Ramses.
Where is Ramses?
Over there in Egypt.
Where? Right.
Now I gotta get the geographically find it for you. You just wanna move the goalposts. Read on.
But the more they afflicted them,
I am listening. You trying to move the goalposts.
Egypt. The pyramids were here way before Egypt got there, man. Pyramids were before Egypt.
Where?
The pyramids were done before Egypt. You gotta do history too, brother.
Are you not? No. You misunderstanding something, James.
Sir,
You misunderstanding
I studied
something.
theology for 4 years.
Theology?
Theology.
The white man's book.
That's right.
This is not. How do you know this is a white man book? We gonna move. Hey, James. No. Don't slight. You can't get cut and try to walk away. We gotta surgically put you back together, James.
Bring it out.
James.
What I'm saying is this, brother.
You're changing. No. James, this is what I'm saying. James, you're changing what we were talking about. First you said we were. Nope. I'm gonna acknowledge.
We were not slaves. We were not.
See, that's why I'm saying you keep trying to move the goalposts. We gonna stay on what? Read 13 right quick.
verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve.
To what?
To serve.
To what?
To serve.
To what?
To serve.
Serve.
With rigor.
To serve with rigor. Where else can we do that? In America.
Bring it out.
In America.
Bring it out, huh?
Give me Revelations 11 to 10.
Bring it out.
Watch this. That's why I said people be trying to move the goalposts. We're going to stay on this.
I'm not.
We were made to serve with rigor.
That's right.
In America.
Bring it out.
And in Egypt.
Bring it out.
These two places are exactly the same.
I know that Jesus wasn't a white man.
This is the book of...
Where do you read that he's a black man? Where would you read that he's a black man?
I read it in the Bible.
Thank you. All praise.
This is the book of...
And the Bible said is what?
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 10.
And the skin was
And they that dwell...
Who is that? Who's that today? Who's that today? Exactly.
Verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry. Verse 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets.
God said, our dead bodies, the dead bodies of the Israelites will lie where?
In the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Why is that? Romans chapter 11, verse 8. We will not take your defamation of the Bible. This is the black man's book.
Right.
Made for the Israelites, by the Israelites. Come on. Come on. James, hey, you stay up. You sleep right now.
That's right.
You sleep. Give me Romans chapter 15, verse 11.
Shut. Bring it up.
Give me that.
Bring it out.
No, it might not even be that. It might be Romans 13 and 11.
There you go. Yes, sir. Bring it out.
Got it?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that is now high time to awake out of sleep.
James and the rest of you black people, it is time for you to wake out of sleep. You are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. Christ is the black man. And the King James Version is not a white man's book. It is the book made for the Israelites, by the Israelites, inspired by God. Give me 2 Peter 1 and 20. Come on.
Bring it out.
I'm tired of you black people trying to think y'all debating just some regular Negroes on the corner. The Most High God has sent us to debate and make our faces hard and split against you people that want to defy the Most High God.
Right.
Come on.
2 Peter chapter 1, verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
God said these scriptures are not of any private interpretation. When y'all read this Bible, when you read this Bible, it has all the answers. This brother tried to come up and say that we wasn't servants in Egypt. We wasn't slaves in Egypt. What did the Bible say? We are going to go by thus said the Lord. Anything else is rubbish.
Bring it out.
Garbage.
Right.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.